TCM shop.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. My guest and co-host tonight is Brent Phillips, the author of a most interesting new book called Charles Walters, the Director Who Made Hollywood Dance. We invited Brent to come and join me in bringing you the Charles Walters films that we're bringing you every Friday night this month. Welcome back, Brent.
It's wonderful to be back.
Thank you. Now, our next film directed by Charles Walters is not a musical as much as it is a comedy with a song. Only one song, as a matter of fact. The title of the song and the movie is The Tender Trap. It's from 1955. It stars Frank Sinatra, Debbie Reynolds, David Wayne, and Celeste Holm.
Yes.
Now, how did he get involved in this?
This film he actually did because he had been put on suspension, Charles Walters. He refused to direct Susan Hayward in I'll Cry Tomorrow.
And why?
Because he didn't think that she would be right for that part.
Really?
He had been working with writer Helen Deutsch on that film, and basically they had been conceiving that film for June Allison. And he thought,
really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
to have June start off with this sunny facade and then sort of, you know, just break down into alcohol and onto Skid Row, he just thought that with her gravelly voice, she would just knock the heck out of that part and probably win an Academy Award. Susan Hayward, basically, it was her film. And so Chuck basically walked off. MGM was the only time Chuck was put on suspension. And so when they came to give him The Tender Trap, Chuck was like, I want to get the suspension over with. He took it, even though he had seen the play and he thought it was really kind of a lousy play.
So how did Sinatra get involved in it? Because he was so hot then.
He was. He owed the studio a picture. I'm pretty sure it was because they were going to rev up another version of St. Louis Woman. There was so many years where they were going to do that film. And so basically Sinatra came on with that. And in Tender Trap, you know, it's one of those things where the film works so well because the cast fitted this property so well. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's the story of a talent agent who's a womanizer and basically is only kind of interested in himself and remaining, a bachelor, remaining a swinging bachelor. He wants to stay away from the tender trap, and basically, you know, Sinatra fit that so perfectly. And
yes, and Debbie Reynolds, we have to say, was really hot at this point too.
Yes,
I mean, this was like her peak period.
Yes. But
it's a wonderful movie. Talk about a little about the opening number.
Yes.
The delivery of the song.
Yeah, basically, Chuck, he knew that he needed to sort of bookend this movie. He wanted to find something to open the film and to close the film. And he knew that the story would be the filler. And this was the time that the Sammy Cahn, Jimmy Van Heusen song, The Tender Trap, was written. And one night, Chuck realized, you know what? I have a musical cast, but I'm not doing a musical. So he decided that he would bookend the movie with the title song. And so he created this amazing opening sequence for Frank Sinatra where on this wide cinemascope, he really is just a dot on the map, you know, as the lyric says.
Slowly walking towards the camera
from way off. But then we realized that this sort of character of I haven't got a care in the world is sort of the Frank Sinatra character at the beginning of the film. The film then is all about Sinatra needing to start bringing other people into his life and have relationships that mean something. And so at the end of the film, he has the rest of the cast singing it with Sinatra. So they're really created this wonderful bookend for the film. And again, these were all just things that, you know, Chuck Walters would bring to a film project to sort of like, you know, add to something. And sometimes they're so subtle, but as you say, that the framing for that title number is kind of probably one of the most authentic Frank Sinatra moments in his whole career, of just him singing a Sammy Cahn song with the hat rakishly tilted and sort of, you know, coming towards the camera as he does.
Absolutely. So let's see the film. You set it up very well. Here, based on a short-lived play in 1954, which on Broadway starred Robert Preston, Kim Hunter, and Ronnie Graham, lasting only 3 months on Broadway, but quite a hit as a movie 1 year later. From 1955, here's that movie, The Tender Trap.